One of the things that was the case when I first got the Little Phatty, it was basically in a beta form. This was before I introduced it at one of the Moog Fest events. I was playing my leads and it was cool, it sounded good, except for when I was doing my pitch wheel stuff, I wasn't satisfied because I like to be able to bend in different amounts. So if I bend up, for instance, I like to be able to go up a whole step, and then if I bend down from the center point, I like to be able to go down an octave. So it was not an original feature, but I requested it, and I guess adding my request to whoever else's was enough to you know, have the boys think about it. And they actually came up with a very cool way to create what I needed. And this is in the advanced preset of the master function. You can actually go in and very easily just scroll over to where it says pitch wheel up and pitch wheel down, and you can have a different setting. So now I've got the up to +2 and the down to -11, and then after you set it the way you want it, then you just basically go and hit store and it's all together. So in this particular sound, and the way I like to have the pitch wheel set, you can do this, you know, like the classic kind of but then on the way down, that was just bending up. So if I'm doing this, I can bend down the full octave. I'm going to turn off the freak box for a second for a different sound. This is a little cleaner, maybe. So the reason I use this is because I can not only get that kind of dive bomb-ish sound, you know, that, but I can also use it more subtly, if you will, to express my lead. So if I want to play a couple notes and then pull into the center point, like, I can determine how much. So it's like, you know, this interesting thing where you have a lot of control of the pitch without ever having to pitch bend up. The other thing that I like to do personally, my own approach, is to use the pitch wheel, or sometimes on a joystick, you'll see me do like a shake or a vibrato on that. There's a couple ways to think about vibrato as a synthesist. The obvious way, because usually sounds are programmed that way, is to use the mod wheel, or if you're using a joystick, to push up the joystick. But in this case, you've got a very cool mod wheel here. You can play a note and push this up, and I get that kind of classic vibrato sound. And that amount is set as well in the patch. But I don't want to be stuck to any particular rate or any particular amount, so that's why I try to do my vibrato. So if I'm feeling especially slinky, I can just have a nice slow. So, you know, between the two, between having the more classic kind of mod wheel vibrato and having my own pitch wheel vibrato and having the bend set to a whole step up and an octave down, I can get a lot of expression. So now I'm going to do a little playing over a backing track, and you can see the pitch wheel and mod wheel technique that I use.